and welcome back to my channel. The light is definitely a little bit lighter. My hair is stranger. So in this video I am going to talk about the ability of doing channeling work, speaking with your spirit guides, with your angels, using your intuition, using your abilities, trusting your abilities, you know, what the side effects are, because yes, that's a thing. So I'm loosely going to go through, you know, how I have felt it, how my point of view is now that I have worked with this for over 10 years. I don't know how long, but it's been a long road, and the past 2 years it's really sparked up. So I've been going through ups and downs, and that is what we're going to touch upon in this video. But one thing that I really want to get out there, because I do feel a lot of people get this wrong or they don't believe in themselves, and the thing is that we are all spiritual beings by design. We all have these abilities in us by design. So again, if you're like, oh, I'm not psychic, or I don't have these abilities, you do. It's just all about pulling them out of you, you know, trusting yourself. A big way of this being spiritual and doing channeling work and working with your spirit guides is actually trusting in yourself. It's a big thing. It's not about you having the abilities, because you do have them. So everything is actually already visible for you, or it's, you know, again, your abilities can be many things, because it can be audible, it can be with touching or smelling or hearing, it can be a combination of everything. There's so many categories when it comes to like clairaudience or clairvoyance, or, you know, again, there's a lot of terms and a lot of boxes, and I do not like to put people in boxes, because like I said, we are all capable of having these abilities. Some people are obviously, you know, tapping into it easier. I also feel that it has something to do with the way that you grow up, how your parents are when it comes to the spiritual, when it comes to the unseen. And I would say that I grew up in a family where my mother did like channeling, or, you know, spoke with dead people. But back then I didn't get it. I was afraid of it. And from when I was a child, I had an experience where, you know, something or someone came to visit me from the spirit world, and it frightened me so much that I shut down for my abilities. So the past, I don't know, 5 years I really tapped into it. In the past 10 years I've been, you know, on and off with it. I've done a lot of paranormal work. I haven't really been in connection with my spirit guides 10 years ago or 5 years ago. A little bit, but then not really in the wave that it is today. So again, for you watching this, I'm pretty sure that you have some kind of experience that you have had where you can say to yourself, there is something out there. Also, again, you can have a strong gut feeling, like you feel if there's something wrong with people, or you are sensing other people's energies. Again, there's so many things. Another thing is that intuition is creativity. So if you are feeling blocked, if you feel that you are not intuitive enough, it's because you're not creative. Intuition spikes up when you are creative. It goes hand in hand. So a lot of people in this time that we are in, or have been in, where we have been in lockdown, we have been forced to be creative in other ways. So a lot of you guys have actually captured, I don't know if you can say that, your abilities, or you've been like suddenly aware that you actually have some kind of abilities. Again, it does depend on what we go through in our life. Some people actually get these abilities spiked up in a time of crisis. This could be after accidents and stuff like that. So again, it's different stories for different people, how you wake up your abilities. Also, the moment that you tap into this energy, the moment you tap into a high level spirit guide or your higher self or your future self, again, there's so many things, you are on this accelerated path of growth. You are stepping into spiritual awakening. A lot of things are happening in your life during this time, and you know, in the beginning it does seem very, very chaotic. You have a lot of feelings that you don't know where belongs. You don't know if it's your feelings or if it's other people's feelings. It all depends on how you got into this. If it's through someone that you thought was a twin flame or someone that is your twin flame. In my case, especially when it came to doing my YouTube channel again, you know, doing tarot cards, it's because of someone that I thought was a twin flame. It wasn't a twin flame. It was more like a karmic energy, or I feel that this person was there to actually put me on this path to, again, even through that, you know, this person really broke my heart and I never got closure. I have learned to forget and forgive this person. It took me a year, and you can ask Kiri how brutal and hard it has been for me to actually realize that it was not my twin flame. No. But again, it's someone who brought me on the next path, which was me actually connected with my spirit guides, my doing tarot cards, helping you guys. Really, again, everything that I had, all the knowledge that I had inside of me, all the things that I saw and felt, I needed to put it out there. I needed to teach you guys it. So, again, it is a journey where you do need to realize who you have around you and why they are actually in your life. It is a big step. It's a big eye-opener. It's a painful time because there's a lot of tower moments, there's a lot of realizations. So keep that in the back of your mind if you are on a spiritual journey. If you are on a twin flame journey, do not focus too much on your twin, because that is going to actually bring you into a side track where you are on a standstill, where you keep refusing to go through your growth. So yes, you might be on a twin flame journey, but it's not a twin flame journey. It's a spiritual awakening for you, yourself, and you. I just want to put that out there because it is very, very important to be aware of it. A twin flame journey is a separate journey, but you are really connecting to your subconscious mind, your super conscious mind. You are tapping into another world, another time. Especially today, I had an experience with Amanda over the phone where things just clicked. Like, she had a dream where I was helping her. While she was speaking with it, I could see it, but from another point of view. It's a very strange thing, and we might talk about that in another video because that was very, very mind-blowing. It's a new thing that I haven't tapped into yet, but it shows that our spirit can actually be somewhere else, even that my body is here. It's mind-blowing. It's very mind-blowing, and I will do a video about that because it's whoa. It's whoa. But this is a wonderful adventure. You are going to be very excited to step into this new adventure. If you are new to all this, don't give up on your abilities. Don't give up on yourself. You do need to allow yourself to let the light see into you slowly. Again, it's like I did speak about this in a reading yesterday, I think. If you're sitting outside in the sun too long, you do get sunburned. It's the same with a spiritual awakening. If you're going too fast, if you want the light, the awakening to just seek into your soul, if you want all the knowledge at once, you're going to burn out. You're going to, again, get into this like sidetrack where you're going to be on a standstill until you really learn the lesson. And it does take a time, believe me. It took 8 months for me to realize that, oh, I have been here for a long time. I better actually pack up my stuff and move along. And by packing up my stuff, I mean on a spiritual sense, being stuck in a rut. But I will say that working with your spirit guides is a big blessing. And, you know, you are gradually, whoa, you are slowly going to tap into their energy, learning who they are, how they're going to present themselves to you. Some guys are there for a short amount of time and then they are, you know, again, sometimes they are out of your life for a while, then they come back again. Again, it depends. That's spirituals. It depends on, you know, the journey that you are on or the things that you need to learn. I will say that I have experience with a client that I had to help her remove her blocks, and one of her spirit guides, you know, refused to contact her because as he didn't get the lesson. It was a very stubborn spirit guide who was like, she needs to realize that she needs to let go of this person because I can't step in. And she had a hard time connecting with her spirit guide and she didn't understand it, and she was like, I think there's something wrong with me, I think I'm not capable of doing that. But little did she know, her spirit guide was ready when she was, but it did require her to let go of another person. So the thing is that sometime after she actually found true love. So again, that's why I said that with the twin flame journey, because I know it from myself that sometimes we do block ourselves with being fixated on other people. The same if you are a light worker, because it goes hand in hand with being on a spiritual journey or doing channeling. You can help everyone. You can help people. Obviously, you're supposed to help people. But you are giving people the push. They have to do the rest of the work. So it is very important to remember to take care of your own energy, because if you do channeling, if you do meditations or working with other people, it drains you. It does drain you. With time, you're going to learn how to handle this, because in the past I could do maybe 2 videos, you know, with tarot cards, and I was dead. I felt so sick 2 days after. It's like this spiritual hangover that you're going to have after. So some of you guys might already have experienced that. So again, it's not because something is wrong with you, but you do need to, you know, not give your all. You know, in a way you do give your all, but you have to, you know, again, it's like if you're baking, you're putting in the milk little by little. That's a picture that I got. So again, you do need to take it in slowly. This is not something that you're supposed to rush through, because it's a learning process and you're learning new things all the time. Like me today, tapping into something completely new that I don't really quite understand yet, but it's there and I will understand it. I will do a video about it when I learn more about it. It just hit me. It might actually be why I have grey. If people don't know, grey is my new spirit guides. I just got super emotional when I said that. Whoa. Ha! What? And I heard someone walking. When you open up for the spiritual, prepare yourself for visitors. Obviously, I think I'm going to do, you know, these videos like I'm going to talk like maybe for half an hour, and then I'm going to do a part 2, because I can babble and babble and babble and never going to get to the end, because there's so many details when it comes to channeling, because you are going to realize so many things with your life. You're going to realize who you really are. And a lot of you guys are going to realize that you suddenly don't want to wear the same clothes that you did back then, post the same pictures. I actually had a video that I posted on the channel where I had a breakdown, because I was like, I don't understand why. I don't want to be who I was. Like, I really felt like back then when I saw my old pictures where I was like, you know, I've been very like sexy and wanted to show and woo, you know, taking pictures of me just in a bra and stuff like that. That's not me anymore. And I had to realize that I was shedding my old skin, and that's okay. It's okay to be who you actually truly want to become. We are evolving all the time. Me being so bubbly on camera, I wasn't that in the past either. No, I didn't even speak in the past with my videos, and a lot of you guys will realize, especially if you're on my vlog channel, I didn't speak. I was very insecure about a lot of things. So again, doing channeling and being on a spiritual journey, you are going to feel like your skin is being peeled off, and the new skin is going to hurt you in so many ways. It's not going to be painful, but again, you're going to have a lot of realizations with how you did things or how you let other people do things to you. Not, you know, again, in a more spiritual or physical, mental way. Physical, well, maybe it's a physical way for some of you guys. So again, you're going to see your past self as someone else. And you're going to put your past self in categories, you know, in boxes, like that was when I was 7, and that was when I went to school, and that is 2 years ago. So you're going to see yourself, your past self, in a learning way. That is a big part of going to a spiritual awakening. But again, step 1, be open for whatever comes your way and do not turn it away. Do not, if you see, like, if you do meditations and you see like a raven coming to you speaking, do not be like, oh man, what the heck is this? This is not what I asked for. I asked for a spirit guide. Spirit guide can be an animal. Most of my spirit guides are animals, so yeah. And I actually know that, I don't know if it's the first spirit guide that Kiri experienced, but it was like a human body with an owl head. So again, do not turn down for what you see, because it's not you making up things. The moment that you tell yourself, oh, it's something I make up, you are not channeling anymore. You are refusing your gifts, actually. And my baby steps with tapping into all this was actually to get my breathing under control and do meditations. And I remember that back then what I did was that I found a lot of guided meditations on YouTube. I am going to link some of them down below, especially Stephenson, I think he's called. He's really, really good. And there's someone called Michael something. But that is the first baby steps I did when I really tapped into, like, learning to tap into an energy outside of this reality. So that is something you have to learn first. And I remember that for me in the beginning, it was really hard to learn to breathe through my stomach area, because I was breathing through my chest, which is the wrong way. So that is what I had to get control over first. And again, even though that I got control over that, when I had to do YouTube, I felt like I forgot everything because my insecurity started peaking up again, and I spoke too fast, so I was running out of air all the time. So again, slowly. Take it slowly. You have all the time that you need in the world. That is really important for you to understand. But the best thing is to, again, lay down, hear some music, and learning to tap into the energy of your chakras so that you open up each chakra throughout your body. If I can find the video that I used back then, I will post it or link it down below, because it was actually pretty mind-blowing. I remember that some days into it, I started seeing colors, like, you know, behind my eyes, which was really something that was very, very mind-blowing. So, you know, baby steps. But there's going to be a lot of realizations when you start working with your spirit guides, and they're going to be brutally honest with you. I'm telling you, there is no tape over their mouth when they want you to understand things. And they are going to help you experience more joy, more happiness, for you to be more confident. So again, listen to them. I just saw 25-25, because with the story with my client, they are going to stop your spiritual growth or your abilities if you don't listen to them. And you are going to notice a lot of shift in your life when you start up this journey. A lot of things are going to move around. People are going to fall out of your life. And the moment that you really tap into this energy, where you work with your spirit guides, you're going to have a moment where you feel burnout, where you suddenly, you know, where like, I don't think my abilities works anymore. And that is the moment. And this is so important, because your abilities stop because that your spirit guides are trying to make you see your physical world. Like, they're trying to make you aware of the relationship that you're not happy in, the job that doesn't make you happy anymore, the people, the friends that you have around you that is taking all your energy, the fighting or the self-doubt, the overeating or not eating enough, the jealousy that you feel for other people. They're trying to make you aware that you need to change some things in your physical reality, in the 3D, before that they can actually give you the next steps, the new abilities. And I have done this for so many years, and I keep getting new abilities that I didn't even know that I didn't have. so don't rest, you know, don't be like, okay, now I know how to communicate with my spirit guides, so there's nothing more for me to learn, because there is. But you do need to realize that there's things that can come with you on this path. And that is sometimes friends that you have been speaking with since you were a child. And it's not because that this person is like bad, well, depends on the person, but it's just because that you are just not on the same energy level with that person anymore. Again, also with relationships. It's all about having a balance, you know, with the people. If they're not on your energy level, your spirit guides will make sure that they disappear out of your life. So I know that's what a lot of you guys have been dealing with or are dealing with, and I am dealing with that too. It's not because that you guys are alone in that. If people disappear from your life, if you don't hear from them, it's because that they are not supposed to be in your life. Sometimes they do come back. Oh, hello Raven. When we speak about spirit guides, there is ravens, because I do have my spirit guide Revan. She is a raven, and after I got her, a lot of things happened with ravens, because suddenly in this area where I am, there has never been ravens, and suddenly there's a lot of ravens that's, you know, in the area. So, and Revan is there for me when I do my channeling videos, when I do the videos where I connect with you guys' family who passed over, or you know, receiving messages for you guys or helping you guys with removing blocks. He's always there to help me with that when I do tarot cards. So again, they always give signs, they always tap into your energy, but you do need to be, you know, comfortable with them. You do need to accept them, you know, whatever form they come to you, you need to accept that. You can't be like, oh, I wanted to have a human or I wanted to have a horse or a unicorn. It doesn't work like that. They're going to come to you exactly the way that they come to you. If they come to you as a snail, that's how it is. Maybe it's because you need to slow down in your life. Again, there's always a reason. The camera cut off, but there's always a reason with, you know, how they present themselves. Like when I got Revan, I was googling ravens so much and it made sense for me. And then I realized that my animal totem, because of, you know, the year I'm born in and all that, found out that I actually have a, you know, a raven as my spirit totem, which is why I have this crystal with, it is malachite and azurite or something like that. So there you go. Once you pay attention to a thing, it also goes around your life in synchronicities. It's like if you see 8, you see 888 everywhere. It's signs. They are guiding you. They are guiding you with a little detail. Even making people around you say some strange words where you're like, what? And then after you're like, huh, it makes sense. But I do feel this is going to be part 1, and then I will do a part 2. If you guys have questions about all this, please let me know in a comment below, because then I can answer them in the next video. So if you are struggling with something, again, explain it to me and I will answer the questions in the next video. But with that, again, if some of you are interested in a healing session, removing blocks, or a private reading, all information is down below. Remember to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.